Good day, my name is Lim Pei Yee, and today I would like to present about my assignment, which is the ice cream maker. So our assignment requires us to construct a system that contains at least 3 inputs and 3 outputs by using the microcontroller STM32F103C6. So these are the components that I used in my assignment, which is the STM32F103, 7 resistors with the value of 10K, 1 button, 3 switches, 3 LED, a 16x2 LCD display, and also a BCD 7-segment display. So this is the flowchart of my system, the starting, and it will declare the RS and EM pin of the LCD. Next, it will declare the void command such as LCD command, LCD data and delay MS, and also declare the variables SW timer and SW3. And next, it will enable the APB2 peripheral clock and configure the GPIO A and B port bit. And next, it will declare the string to display in array and initialize LCD and display string in LCD. And next, it will declare the variables to respective port bits and check the condition of the SW3 variable one by one. And if it fulfills the condition, it will display as the flowchart show. And after checking the condition of the SW3 for the last one, if the condition of SW3 does not meet this requirement, it will return to the declaration of variables again, and we check the variables one by one again. And if the LED is got response, it will check the SW timer again, whether if it is 0 times 0 0, and it will proceed to the SW3 variable again. And the BCD 7 segment will only display the countdown if the SW3 is not fulfill this requirement. After displaying the countdown from 4 to 0, the system will wait for the variable of SW timer, or it will go to here and wait if there is any instruction from the SW3. And next, this is the connection that I had done in Produce, and the results. First stage is starting, which power supply is on, and the LCD will display the sentence "This is ice cream machine" to indicate the machine is ready. And next stage is flavor choosing. There are 3 flavors to be chosen, and the switch is closed, and LED will light up to indicate the choosing of flavor. And as you can see, the first switch is closed and the first LED is light up. And user can choose up to pick either 1, 2, or 3 flavors. As you can see, 1 flavor for this one, 2 flavors or 3 flavors to indicate the user is wanted to combine all 3 flavors in one ice cream. And the last stage is ice cream dispensing. User will need to press this button to dispense the ice cream, and the BCD 7 segment display will count down from 4 seconds to 0 seconds. And when the countdown is 0 seconds, it means that the dispensing of ice cream is done. And if there is no switch is closed, the ice cream will not dispense, indicates that no flavor is chosen. So there are some parts that we need to be careful when constructing a system, which is we need to declare all the variables that we use. Second is we need to ensure the port bits and peripheral clock enabled are correct. And the last one is the connection, either common anode or common cathode of LED need to be ensured that so that we didn't do the wrong connection. And in conclusion, I have succeeded to fulfill the requirement of this mini project, which is to produce a system equipped with 3 inputs and 3 outputs. And I have a deeper understanding on the ARM microcontroller, which is the ARM Cortex-M series. And I had learned on the way to use a microcontroller by programming using embedded C language through Q Micro version 5. And now I will proceed to the simulation of my project. And as you can see, this is the connection that I made in Produce, and the controller that I use in my assignment is STM32F10366, and the inputs for my assignment are 3 switches and a button. The outputs for my assignment are 3 LEDs, a BCD 7 segment display, and also a 16x2 LCD display. So let's go to my codings. And this is the codings. Firstly, I declare the usage of the controller, which is the STM32, and I define the RS and EM pin of the LCD. Next, I also declare the void command, which is the LCD command, LCD data, and also the AMS command. The variable that I use in this assignment are SW timer for the timer and SW3 for the flavors of the ice cream. So let's go to the main loop. Firstly, I enable the APB to peripheral clock register, which I set the usage of GPIO-A and GPIO-B. And next, I define the inputs and outputs for the GPIO-A and B. And this is the string that I declare for my LCD. And these are the LCD command lists, which this three lines means to set the 8-bit data mode, 2 line, and also 5x7 font. And this command is to on the display cursor, this command to clear the screen, and this command to shift the cursor to right. So let's proceed to the for loop, which the first for loop will repeating the first line, which is this is ice, and the second for loop will repeat for the string cream machine. And this command is to shift cursor to position 1 line 2 after the first string, which means this string will be on the second line. And let's go to the while loop. SW3 indicates the input button for the flavor choosing, and SW3 is for the timer button. So these are my if conditions for the flavor buttons, and this is my if condition for my timer, which the timer will only works if there is output from the flavor button, which are it will display the countdown of 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and 1 second and 0 seconds. And this is the LCD command for my LCD data, and also the delay void command. So let's see the simulation. Start. Okay, when power supply is given, the LCD will display this is ice cream machine, and there are 3 flavors to be chosen by the user, which are the strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate. And users will need to push down the switch to indicate the choosing of the flavor. Either they want to choose strawberry, vanilla, or chocolate. They can choose to pick only 1 flavor or 2 flavors, or even all flavors that are available. And after choosing the flavors, the users will need to press the button, which indicates the dispensing of the ice cream, approximately 4 seconds. And the dispensing is done when the display shows 0. And when there is no flavor chosen, no ice cream will be dispensed after the button is pressed. And that's all for my assignment. Thank you.